Hi, my name's Kristen. I'm here to show you how to make sprouts. So today we'll be sprouting lentils and black-eyed peas. The purpose of sprouting is to reduce the phytic acid in your beans. And phytic acid is basically an anti-nutrient that blocks the minerals from going to your bones. So while sprouts are very high in protein, plant-based protein, there's an anti-nutrient in there where it's good to sprout to get rid of it. This way you can eat a lot of the beans. Also, when you sprout them, or if you just soak them overnight, you don't have the problem with gas. You know, a lot of people think when beans, the magical fruit. Well, that's not necessarily the case. If you sprout them, or if you soak them overnight, then you don't have that problem. So, and also when you sprout, you don't have, it doesn't take as long to cook. So it only takes like 10 to 15 minutes, like the same amount of time as pasta. So it makes it a lot easier. And it only takes a couple minutes to soak them. So I'll show you how to do it. Thank you. So it's pretty easy to do. All you'll need is one jar. I just use a recycled jar from dill pickles. You could use whatever jar. It could be a sprouting jar or it could just be a recycled jar like this. And let's see. I got this mesh screen. I'll show you how to use this later, but it's just like a mesh fabric. You can get it at Joann's Fabrics, or I use this from an old bed canopy that I don't use anymore. I just used some of the fabric and saved it, and I have more for when I want to make more of these. And also a rubber band, and I'll show you what to do with this later. And 1 cup of your favorite lentils or beans. So I have the green lentils and also have black-eyed peas. Alright, now let's get started. Well, it's pretty easy. I have a 1/3 cup. What I'm going to do is put 1 cup of each into the jar. So I use green lentils because they're very easy to sprout. So this is a 1/3 cup, so I'm just going to get 3 of each of them to make a full cup of each. And I mix them together. I usually cook them together too. So it doesn't really matter to me that they're in the same jar, but it depends on what you're cooking. So if you're cooking something where you just want one at a time, you can put them in separate jars. There we go. So I just filled it to the brim. It's right about here. That looks good. And then I put my mesh over top. So now you just leave this overnight, and I'll be back here in the morning. Good morning. Now what we're going to do is drain and rinse them. So I'll show you how to do that. First, you just take this off. And I set up a colander in here. So you just pour it in there and then rinse them out. Alright, now these are ready to cook. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to cook them. If you want to sprout them, then all you do is you put this back on, and I'll show you. Now that this is back on, you just take this and put it in the drain, put in your little rack, and just tip it like so. This way the water can pour out. See how the water is dripping? And these will sprout. Just rinse them in the morning and at night, and they'll just keep sprouting. You can put them in the fridge, and they'll just keep growing in the fridge so you can use them whenever you want. If you want to cook them or if you just want to eat them as snack sprouts. I usually like to add rice and pea seasoning to it. See here, it has lemon peel, parsley, thyme, onion, garlic. These things taste really good with it. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit like and feel free to share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye-bye.